We are back at it again. Ready to Love is back. Yes. I know it's late night. Most of y'all are probably asleep, so y'all will see this in the morning. So good morning. When you get to, well, I guess this kind of say you can say morning, but okay. Child, y'all already know I'm kind of like, but this episode. Every time he gets everybody together, okay? He has everybody together and lets them know. I told you guys a few days ago that a woman and a man is going home today. And that they got to get it together, just get it moving. And he also told me that they're going to have like well, he said cook off, but he was the one barbecuing. And Chef obviously was like, Chef going to help out because he cooks. And his food on Instagram be looking bomb. Okay, if you haven't seen it, Edwin's food looks delicious. No, and I already knew this was coming. As soon as Adriana put some interest in Cal Fani, I'm telling you guys, I really knew that these two were connecting. And it seems like to me, even though she's into Rashid, I don't know why I feel like she's leaning towards more Cal Fani to me. Check out the background. Who's in the background? Denise is not liking that, even though she's in there with Anthony, which is um, her number two or whatever. Denise was not happy to see them two cuddling because she can see that something is happening between the two of them. I don't even hear what she says, but you know what she said? Two could play that game. Make sure you guys come into live, whether you see this morning or whether you see later on today, that you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Welcome Periscope, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook to the chat. If you up late tonight and you up, hey, what's good? What's going on? Anthony and Denise. I think they're such a cute couple and their chemistry is very natural. And that's who I actually want to see at the very end is these two together. I love this chocolate couple. But I feel like that Denise really is into Cal Fani. And she really is into him. And, I really, when she said to play that game, I'm just like, Denise, what's going on? Because I know you like Cal Fani and you see him with Adriana. And I know you like Anthony as well, but I do feel like you like Cal Fani more. That's just point blank, period. Simone, my girl. So, Simone is, doing what she got to do. She's talking to Rashid, like Rashid, remember, to me, Simone was hustling. She was trying to spark that. Well, the flame was already there, but I really wish that her and Rashid would have got together before now. Um, I just really wish she would have got. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm over here tripping. Here's some beautiful wine. It's gonna be Miss Joy and Jay. She's teaching him the things about wine. They're kind of doing a wine tasting thing. They're flirting. Um, I know that Edwin and her is another couple, but her and Jay have this connection that I don't know. I just feel like that's her number one. And I mean, he kissed on the cheek, which I thought was really cute. But even with that, you could just tell there's a connection there with the two of them. Let's talk about Cal Fani's body. Oh, Lord Jesus. Look, Simone was hustling. I told you guys, she was even talking to Cal Fani. I was like, but see, I really wish Simone was doing this earlier on. I mean, like I said, I don't know if she had been. We found out when I've had my interview with the cast that they don't show us everything. For all I know, she had been doing this with Cal Fani, with other people. She had been trying to talk to them, but they didn't show us that on camera. They're not going to show us everything. But the Cal Fani body is everything. When I say it's everything, it is everything. Woo! So anyway, to tell you the truth, I really do believe that Cal Fani and Simone had been talking before. I kind of see them there. They would have been a beautiful couple, but like I said, Rashid is really into Adriana as well. He even expressed that. He said that the date with Simone was good. But he said, Adriana, at the end of the day, that's who I want to be with, or that's who I'm going for, or whatever at this moment. So they had he had a camera. They was taking pictures of each other, doing little selfies. And she took pictures of him, and he took pictures of her. I thought it was a cute date. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was a cute date. And feeling, she's feeling like, could this be too good to be true? Is what she's feeling like. Which, I mean, some women do get in that position where you feel like, I'm dating this guy, I'm getting to know him. But the issue that I'm having is that I don't know if this is going to continue or is it just like, whatever. They don't want to believe it. Somebody in the chat has said that they think that she's from South Africa because of her features. She's a very beautiful woman. Oh my God, look at Simone. Oh, Simone, boy, let me tell you something. She is beautiful. And her and Edwin, to me, Edwin is like, you can't just, let me see how I can say this. You can't just crack that bank open. You know, you got to really dig with him. And I felt like that when him and Simone were having their conversations, it was a little awkward today because Simone, to me, is the kind of person she will ask you questions straight up. Not saying she don't. Well, she says she don't care. She gonna ask you anyway. Okay, she's gonna ask you what she wants to ask you. And I think for Edwin, he did not like that. She was asking about his have you seen therapy, have you talked to this person or whatever, because she feels like he's not healed enough to even really be out here doing what he's doing, the dating thing. But that's what I kind of got from what Simone was saying. And I did, as soon as I saw their conversation and how awkward it was, I said, he doesn't like it. He didn't like the conversation. He didn't like the way she was coming at him. And also remember, she is a lawyer. Okay, you have a mind of a lawyer and everything else. You're gonna ask questions, and women do not ask enough questions. A lot of time, women are scared to ask a question to a man that they are interested in because they're more worried about if I ask this guy too many questions or whatever, or probe too much, he's going to back up. Well, if the guy backs up, and I'm not saying you don't want to push him away, but if he backs up, that might be the best thing anyway. So I say, do not get involved in a relationship. You need to ask question because then you get all in love and everything else and you don't know the flavor of the Kool-Aid, baby. You don't know the nothing, honestly. So yeah, Miss Alex, oh my goodness. And we already discussed this already. We said that I knew that Alex was done with Brian. I just didn't think that her and Brian had really any, after this last incident, after her friend called her out and said that um I think that you're not really into him. And she had to come to a point where she was like, well, dang, uh, this is my friend. She's known me like as her best friend. So what she's saying must have some truth in it. And I already knew from the last episode she was done with him anyway. When she was trying to tell him about some things that happened in her abusive relationship, he cut her off. Like he wasn't even listening to what she was saying. She was done. To me, she was trying to give him a chance when they were on that couch last week. But he just was like talking about, I don't even know what he said. So I just don't feel like that he was really, I don't know. Look, let me be real about him. Honestly, I'm surprised he's still there. As far as this episode, I thought honestly the last dude. Well, the reason why I say that Chris left is because no other women in the house was attracted to him. Remember, Simone did say that. She confirmed that. But with Brian, I guess it was the women were attracted to him and wanted to see. But I knew he was out the door because I've only seen him interacting with one woman, for one, and I didn't really see him interact with anyone else. And he tried to go out with Winter, and that was kind of like a womp womp womp. Winter was just like, you know, no. Okay. And Simone, like I said, the whole episode, I'm gonna say, Simone, girl, this is what I wish she had been doing the whole entire season. Like I said, I'm saying this based on what I've seen on the show. Obviously, she could have been, and we don't know. Just like I didn't even know Denise and Anthony had been trying to, get each other the whole time, but the show wasn't showing us. So for all I know, Simone was doing that. I don't like how the people in the comments are saying stuff about Simone that the guys didn't, whatever. If a man can't take a strong woman that speaks her own mind, because a lawyer has to have a brain, a really big brain, to have to deal with all that stuff. And some men can't deal with it. Sometimes it's intimidating. I'm sorry. I always felt like from watching the show that the men were intimidated by Simone. It was something from the very first episode. That's why she almost got sent home. It had nothing to do with them not being attracted to her, didn't like her. They were intimidated by her intelligence and how she carried herself. And she wasn't trying to be submissive immediately. She was like, I'm gonna ask the question. Maybe they thought she came at them too much like a lawyer. I don't really know. But that's what I feel like the men were intimidated by Simone. This is my opinion. Okay. So her and Rashid, I feel like these two would have been really connected if maybe earlier on. Like I said, I don't know. This is allegedly, I'm just assuming by the viewer, being a viewer watching the show and what I've seen. They didn't show them until here recently. And I do believe that Rashid and Simone would have been a good match. Joy and Edwin. Joy and Edwin. I'm gonna be real. If Joy has to choose between Edwin and Jay, I do believe she's going to choose Jay. And that's just my opinion. Again, if she has to choose, she is going to choose Jay and not Edwin. And I really do believe Edwin might be going home because I haven't seen him being interested in no other women on the show besides Joy and Naya. So I do see Edwin going to the house next week. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be because we got coming up very, very soon. We have the end of the show and then we have the reunion. So they're going to have to cut this down to the last couples that are left. And I don't see Edwin having a deep connection with anybody except for Joy. That's all I see for him. I mean, I'm sorry. That's all I see that he wants in the house is Joy. I don't see him wanting anybody else. And this is my opinion. From what I've seen, like I said, they don't show us everything. So when I say that, I'm only going by what I've seen on TV. Maybe he may have been trying with other people in the house. Like I said, all I've seen is the Joy situation. And if she chooses Edwin, the only thing I could think of why she would do that is because she thinks that, he's playing her and Winter too much. So I don't know. Because at the end of the day, I do think that Jay and Joy like each other more than they like the people they're talking to outside of their relationship. All right. Let me tell you, y'all have been talking about Winter's clothes. A couple of bloggers have been talking about Winter's outfits and saying that she's wearing provocative outfits. What is wrong with a woman being comfortable with her body that she is able to wear a risque outfit? And to me, I like her outfit. This is one of my favorite outfits that she has on right there. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm a woman over 40. So it's like if you are a woman of a certain age, and I can't remember how old she is, but if you're able to wear that, rock it, and look good, what's the issue? I'm not saying other women don't say that it's a bad thing, but I don't like the base on where she's not going to get married because her outfit is too risque. She carries herself like a lady to me. I don't get the issue with that, but and this one I'm gonna say too. She said she felt like she wanted Anthony to fight more for her because when Jay walked up, he was like, "You over my girl." Anthony was like, "Okay, And then he ended up being with being with Winter. They was talking, and Winter was like, "Yeah, I don't see who you could have, you fight or anything for me." And Anthony's like, that's not, I don't do that. Anthony doesn't seem like the type of dude that's like, yo, that's my, but Winter is being honest of the things she wants to have out of a man. Like, the women on there, they say what they want out of a man. I think that's what you should communicate. Don't hold back and not say what you want from a man. And then when he doesn't deliver that and he says, I didn't know because you didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. All right, let's get down to the barbecue. Let me tell you something. They said nephew Tommy got some grits. He got some grits they want the recipe too. And I think I heard that somewhere else. They said nephew Tommy can cook. And Steve Harvey's his uncle. They said Steve Harvey can barbecue. So I was like, okay, nephew Tommy, I know I'll be grilling. So I saw him. And I said, all right. I thought Chef was gonna be helping him cook, but I guess nephew Tommy was. I guess Chef was helping him with the other stuff. But pretty much, I saw nephew Tommy on the grill. Baby, look at that. And I like that grill. Oh, I would love that grill. He had a pot on there. So I don't know if that was the grits. He was making us some sauce. I didn't even realize that nephew Tommy was getting it in. They was in there grubbing. I had pictures of food, but I was like, I was trying to find a picture of them grits I had. I mean, it was a picture of grits. Hold on, let me find this picture real quick. Because I had took a picture of the food. Is this the grits? Let me see. They said they had potato salad. Look, y'all know I do like to cook and I love to grill. So food. Yeah, here we go. there was a potato sound they was talking about, and then there was some grits they was speaking about, because they were saying they want the recipe was grits. I said, look, Tommy, you better go. Drink me some water. Ooh. All right. So we got to the food, and they had cards out. I said, look, come on, black people. They had cards playing. They were doing their thing. They was having a good time. It was a very light night. Light nights will come on later on tonight. Heavy night. All right, guys, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. So, ladies, he asked everybody who, they least feeling, and everybody kind of came to the agreement that it was Brian, that they were feeling him the least, which I knew that was coming. Okay. Everybody said who they was their number one, number two. Look how Joy and Winter sitting by each other. They must became best friends in the show. Winter and Joy are sitting together, and both going for the same dude. Denise and Adriana going for the same dude. Alex, I don't know, and Simone. Alex to me is in limbo, and Simone was trying. I got something to say at the very end about to go on. Okay, so the ladies walked up. Well, Alex walked up, and I knew when she walked up what she was gonna say. She said, "Brian, you are not ready to love." And the way they did it, I was like, "Dang!" They did it in front of everybody this time. They had everybody sitting there at the table. She walked up in front of everybody, and she said, "Unfortunately, Brian, you're not ready. We not think you're ready to love." Then Edmund walks up. And I knew it when Edmund walked up, because when they asked the guys, how they felt, who was the least they felt about in the house, they brought up Simone, and they felt like that Simone was a little bit too late as far as trying to vie for their attention or whatever. They felt like she was too late in that, and they said she was ready for love. Now that's what I want to say, and I'm gonna be as honest as I can. Of course, I don't know everything. I wasn't behind the scenes. But I feel like that the women probably was happy. Some of the women, I ain't gonna say all. Some of the women were happy that Simone left today. A lot of things have transpired in a few days since last weekend. I just really feel like that the women was happy that Simone was, you know, supposedly not ready for love or whatever. And I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I don't like that catty stuff with women. I can't. And it gets to a point where you're a certain age. I don't like that mean girl crap. I just always the way the show and how everything looked. Like I said, it shows everything. I feel like after Simone did not get sent home that first day, the women felt a way about Simone. I might be wrong, and were waiting for her to go home. Um, Especially when Jay at the time was trying to get was into Simone for a minute. Look, baby, as it was, you have Joy and Winter is going after Jay. And I believe that's a part of the reason why that little dilemma with the three of those ladies there, and how Simone was talking about how the women didn't want her there. I felt like most of that has to do with Jay. Competition. I don't know. They're all beautiful, but if you're all beautiful, vying for this one guy's attention. But my thing is with Joy and Winter, you guys are so BFFs that you are cool, that you guys are vying for the same dude's attention, but yet you don't like Simone, but yet you all are vying for the same guy's attention. I'm giving my 2 cents. Y'all know I'm gonna give my 2 cents. Okay. And I don't know everything, obviously. So this is all allegedly, and this is a viewer watching and just hearing different pieces, and then Simone coming to the interview and just watching. It's looking that way. It is. Even when they asked the ladies about the guys, who do you like? When Joy was like Jay, and she was like, "Oh yeah, my girl too," and I was just like, but when Simone's after him, and I know the little situation that happened when she, talked to Joy and talked to Jay about it. When Jay and Joy was talking about it, she was like, "Yeah, Simone came and she was being messy or whatever." I can't remember the word verbatim. So I don't know. I don't know. You guys in the comments let me know. Y'all always do. Y'all break it down and tell me what y'all think. That's my opinion about it. I want to say thank you to all new followers that I have received here recently, and all the new support that I have received on my channel. Make sure you guys don't forget to hit that like button and hit that bell. It is the holiday season right now. And I am trying to freaking get this computer. And if you guys want to donate to my channel, here's my Cash App. And just pretty much thank you to everybody who's been watching, supporting me, and all the new subscribers. I want you to know, I say it's a lot of us corny, but I really do appreciate. I really do appreciate you guys watching and subscribing, from the groups to Periscope to who is this? Ashika Harris says, I was mad tonight, Cam. Ashika Harris, I don't know how you know it's my nickname, but that is my nickname. How do you know that? That's crazy. That is my nickname, though. It's crazy. But yeah, look, bro, I was like completely told. I was like, that my girl so bold. I almost hit her percent. I don't like this episode. I almost hit her percent. I hear her tomorrow, but I was just like, ah! I'm not gonna lie, she's one of my favorites. I'm sorry. I see myself as far as being like a female when other females did not like me. I've always been very open, straight up. I've had a lot of questions. So when I see her do that, it's like I get it. I've gotten a lot of slack for that in my life, for asking a lot of questions, being, a lot of men don't like it. I've had conversations where dudes told me, man, you ask me questions, I feel blah blah blah. So when this was happening to her, I was like, bro, I get it. I get it. Man, it's messed up. Yeah, Periscope. Y'all didn't see that comment. Nobody, I don't think people are happy about Simone. I'm happy she came on to this interview she did with me. That interview changed a lot of people's minds about Simone. At first, people was talking crap about Simone. I was like, dang, she's getting it. And because they were liking Joy and Winter over her. But the tides have turned here recently because of the interview. Y'all haven't seen it, please check out the interview, okay? If you had not seen it, please check it out. I know, right? Facts. I completely like her. It is what it is, man. I'm really messed up about that. If you guys are on Twitter or Facebook, please, guys, share this live. Hashtag ready to love. Hashtag King's Reviews. I loved your interview. Yes, I had a great interview with her. That interview is still, people are still viewing the interview. I mean, every time I look around, I got more views. That was a good one. And the fact that they saw a different side of her, I thought that was good, because I think everybody had like a one. People do that. They'll watch you and do something else. Say, well, I don't like her because, and they didn't like her because of Joy, and they didn't like her because of the situation with Joy and Winter when they did that whole thing when she confronted Jay. And people were saying that's a fake thing because she confronted Jay. No, it's not. If you're dating somebody and see him come out of a room, not necessarily trying to say, ooh, you can't do, you grown, you're an adult. I'm not saying you can't do anything, but I want to know what's going on because I thought me and you were trying to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my goodness. Yeah, if y'all hear spray, it's called Lysol. I'm about to get ready to move out of here, get out of this car. So I spray myself down every day. So y'all guys, hope you guys enjoyed this late night. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, and you're gonna get more late night lives like this. I'm gonna probably do another recap because I want to talk about some things tomorrow about the ladies. So I will go live tomorrow and we'll talk about that. But that's the recap and the review of this episode. And I think, oh yeah, I still gotta put a ring on it. And I also have an interview set up for next weekend. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. I'm not going to reveal it right now. I'm going to probably set up this weekend, I think. I got to get the time exactly right, and then I'm going to set the interview up. It's not for nobody ready to love. It's actually going to be somebody from put a ring on it. So at the end of that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and y'all get some sleep. Make sure you guys please wear your mask. I'm wearing 2 masks now. I tried it for a while. I couldn't hardly breathe with that stuff. I got to figure out a way to wear 2 masks and be comfortable because I don't know, y'all. Anyway, be safe out there, y'all.